Hey guys, so today we're going to go over one of my new favorite pieces of tech, an HDMI wireless transmitter from Hollyland. This video is not sponsored by Per Gear, however they did send me these units to review, and so I will be able to give you my full and honest opinion. If after the video you want to check these out, please visit Per Gear, the link will be in the top of the description. The Mars 300 Pro is a wireless HDMI transmission and receiving kit that you can use to send your camera feed to an external monitor. They can be powered by a 5 to 12 volt external battery pack using USB-C or the traditional Sony NP style batteries. Both the receiver and transmitter feature HDMI loop out so that you can use these in line with other products. And this particular model has integrated antennas so you don't have to worry about extra clearances. The UI is pretty simple with the menu options ranging from Wi-Fi password, pair, fan control, and version information. And on the tiny LCD screen you can see information like your signal strength, the unit ID number, voltage, fan, and your current channel. Now there's a ton of different ways you can use an HDMI wireless transmission unit, my favorite being pulling focus. When trying to achieve a very complex camera movement, it might be difficult for you as a camera operator to be manipulating the movement and also paying attention to focus, in which case having an HDMI wireless transmitter might come in handy. You could put the transmitter on your camera and a receiver onto a rig with an Atomos Ninja V field recorder and your wireless pulling focus wheel, allowing a friend or your first AC to be able to pull focus wirelessly right beside you. Now one question that might come up would be, how far away is this going to work? What's the range? So I'm out in the middle of a giant football field and we're gonna do a bit of a range test. So I've kind of created this little snorri cam situation with the Ninja V, and we've got our Hollyland receiver on top here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and head to the end of the field and see if at what point we start losing signal on our transmission. Now I know this is well over 100 yards, so if we start losing transmission, it looks like we're good so far. We're probably about 15 yards now. You can still see me waving my arms there. We still have 2 bars of signal and we're reaching the other end of this field. I'm pretty impressed. Okay, we are on the complete other end of this field. And I can totally see me waving my hands. And we still have 2 bars of signal on this receiver. Wow. I'm not sure why your first AC would be that far away from you as a camera operator, but it's nice to know that there is a significant signal strength even at well over 100 yards in distance. Cool feature about the Hollyland 300 is, well, it's in the app. You can download the app called Hollyview, and it's available on Android and iOS devices. What that allows you to do is to take your iOS or Android device and turn it into a viewing portal for your transmitter. This is a fantastic way to use the device, and actually, you may only need to purchase just the transmitter if you want to use it just to monitor video. What's extra special about the app is it's broadcasting video and audio, so you can listen to playback right from your iOS or Android device. And it comes with all the tools that you might expect to be able to use from a monitor, like focus peaking, zebra, even a waveform monitor. So if your client is on set and they want a preview of what it is the camera's seeing, you can transmit directly to any Android or iOS device as long as they have the Hollyview app. One question I heard a lot was, can you use wireless HDMI transmitters in a live production setting? For instance, I do a show on Twitch called GarageBands Live where we use an A10 Mini, that's Blackmagic's HDMI camera switcher, and we have 4 wired cameras. It's nice to be able to travel around the stage and get B-roll shots that aren't tethered to any cables at all. The trick here is latency. So let's see how many seconds or frames it takes to see my hand clap from the camera's point of view and the receiver. The latency is quite minimal, but it's there. Now, although there is latency, that doesn't mean it's not possible. I have been able to use a wireless camera setup within my wired camera ecosystem for live production. Assuming your live production setup requires all audio going in through one source. For instance, if you have line-in guitars, microphones, and all that stuff running through a board into your HDMI switcher, video coming in separately from a wired source and a wireless source aren't going to line up. In a situation where there are no visible instruments being played, for instance, for a DJ, because there is no precise timing necessary to perceive what a DJ is doing and the sound that they're hearing, it definitely allows you to be able to use a wireless camera in that situation. So my favorite way to use this particular model in a live streaming situation is to use it as a live program monitor. I can connect the receiver to my HDMI out and transmit that to an iPad or an iOS device that I can mount over in my stage area that allows me to see what camera is active at any given time. One thing I noticed is it's really stiff to get your HDMI cable connected or seated into these sockets, and that's by design. They're pro level HDMI retention sockets, so that way your cables aren't gonna just pull out by accident. You might notice these extra clips I put on these. I put these on anything that I rig to my camera. They're really convenient, quick release clips. I strongly recommend getting a few of these. If you use an external monitor and you mount it to your camera, it's so nice not having to twist and turn, screw anything on. Overall, for the price, I think the Mars 300 Pro is a great way to get yourself started with HDMI wireless transmission, especially if latency isn't really a big deal for you. I hope this video was helpful to you, and if it was, please take 1 second to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you in the next one.